So all I did today was a little bit of reinforcing the deck. Still not exactly where I need it to be, but it's getting there. And then I just laid out all the random pieces of plywood I had, just kind of puzzle piecing them together, because there's gonna obviously be a second layer and it'll be a lot smoother. So I didn't care if I had these little gaps as long as I got it to work. So as long as this edge is lined up, which obviously right now it's not, and then whatever sheet will go on, and then the end of the sheet will line up over here, and I will double up these 2x4s wherever it lands, so that the next sheet will have a 2x4 to sit on as well. And then same with this side, I got it all edged up, so these gaps don't really matter because there'll be boards covering them. And then the deck, you can see, is actually pretty good for a first layer. There are pretty much no gaps in that. Yeah, just a little bit at a time. I think I worked on this for maybe an hour today, and I've kind of just been doing the 1 maybe to 3 hours at a time, and it's just slowly coming together. There'll be days where I spend the entire day just gathering wood, and then there'll be days where I spend the entire day just cutting, and I'm finally at the point now where I'm putting it all together. It's like really cool to see it come along. But I cannot wait to jump the spine. I've always done like 7.5 foot transitions because 8 foot always looked way too mellow. And when you hold up a 7.5 foot quarter, it still doesn't look that steep. It just looks almost perfect. And then you go to ride it and it feels like a slam wall. It just feels way too steep. Like, it's probably awesome for skaters. Skaters can comfortably skate like a 3 foot transition. But for a BMX bike, this is the first time I committed to just going with an 8 foot transition. And it looks super mellow. I just told myself, don't worry about how it looks because it will feel good. So I'm hoping, this being my first ramp of doing an 8 foot transition, I'm hoping that it turns out perfect. And I'm gonna put some sort of bump at the top for coping so I can get some pop off of it. It's probably just gonna be a 2x6. If people were to start helping me out here and they were skaters, then I'd be more inclined to, make it smoother. Maybe even like Bondo the cracks. Probably not buy a skate light or anything like that, but at least like Bondo the cracks and sand them down and then paint it so that's super smooth, and then maybe put coping in it. But as of right now, it's just me and it's just BMX. I don't need all that fancy stuff, so I'm good with what I have. So yeah, that's all I did today. Hope you enjoy it as much as I enjoyed building it. So you can see I don't have a ton of plywood to work with, so literally just using every scrap that I can from the dumpster. And as long as there's a first layer, the second layer will be butted up, and as long as at like the top of these I fill it in, you know, that way the second sheet, when it goes over, there's not going to be something for it to flex into. But the rest shouldn't really matter. I'll probably still fill it in with tiny little scraps that I have, or I mean I can just cut. I have so many scraps, I can just cut little pieces that I need to fill in wherever. But these gaps, everything will get, you know, a sheet over it, and they won't matter at all. Yeah, I've just been puzzle piecing all of it together, and pretty much got the first layer down for this. Still want to do the back of the spine. I want to go in and just make sure that all the reinforcements on the triangle part of the spines are good. I'm gonna go these little plywood pieces that I have holding. I'm gonna add them to the other side too, on all of them, so that there's two pieces just sandwiching all of that together. Stakes, these are going to be for concrete quarter in the future, hopefully. Yeah, this is all scraps. This is going to be for the deck over here. I'm going to use all that for the flat bottom on this side instead of trying to deal with pallets again. So I didn't have all that wood when I got the pallets in the first place, so it's been a struggle. It'll be definitely be worth it to just build a frame. You ready, dude? Huh? We gotta go. All my batteries died. 4 batteries. My drill. 2 drills. 4 batteries total.